The Flight of Eric Strapp by Ronnie Smith, with George Cole as Eric.
In those far-flung days of the early 1980s, when I was in full flight from, as Oscar Wilde so succulently put it, the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, the mere thought of Bottles Dune prowling the old Devonian town of Seawick, his white stick tapping the ancient cobblestones, his mad son Bosher ulting in his wake, prompted my poor old ticker to leap up and down like a frog in a frying pan. I first realised the Dunes were seriously on my tail and intent on homicide way back in 1984, soon after they came out on parole from the big house on the Isle of Wight. I'd arrived home one evening from work to my council flat in Greenwich to be greeted with Celtic breathlessness by the little old lady from upstairs, Mrs. Bridie O'Hare.
Oh, Mrs. Strapp, sir. Mrs. Strapp. Indeed. And hasn't there been two fellas after looking for you? Time and time again, weren't they after arriving?
What did they want, Mrs. O'Hare?
Wasn't it your health you were inquiring after?
My health?
Monstrous, fierce-looking men they were, with dark glasses and desperate smiles. From Sunshine Insurance they were.
What were their names?
The Moons. No, the Prunes?
The Dunes. I did not dwell about, I can tell you. I slung me pussycat in a basket, jumped in me aging Triumph Dolomite, and took off into the sunset. At 62 and a half years old, I was on the run, with a raving, gangsterous nutcase, Bottles Dune, and his criminally insane son, Bosher, on my tail, intent on making me into a politically correct fee-fi-fo-fum sandwich. For weeks I wandered here, there and everywhere, like the ancient mariner on wheels. Eventually I arrived in the quietly picturesque little town of Seawick. I assumed the name of my favourite film star, Victor Mature. I obtained a job as a barman in the Sailor's Rest, atop Redstone Cliffs, overlooking Lyme Bay. Paradise with a whiff of winkles. It seemed my life on the trot was over. I was beginning to feel relaxed and safe and happy. I thought the Dunes were naught except an unpleasant memory. But...
Can't you go no faster, Bosher, you spongehead?
Oh, I'm doing 140, Dad.
You're supposed to be a professional getaway driver, ain't you?
Oh, I'm really doing my best.
Oh, you young villains of today, useless. And you're driving a roller. I could have gone faster than a Fort Prefect.
Really sorry.
I blame myself. I should have let you finish your schooling. I should never have bribed you at a Borstal. There's a road sign, next right, Seawick!
Unbeknownst to me at the time, the Dunes were rampaging through the storm.
I said right!
Ow!
You have sprung mattress!
Ow! Dad! Don't! You know I can't tell which is which.
Your right hand's the one you pull a chain with. How many more times?
Oh, hurts.
Now get it back now. Sharpish.
Yes, Dad. Right, Dad.
Those Dunes were getting ever closer.
All right, Bosher. This is the dump where Strapp's supposed to be grafting.
Yes,
Sailor's Rest, you sump spanner. Let's sort this gaff out.
Looky here, shipmates. Must be old blind Pew with Long John Silver. Straight out Treasure Island.
Quiet! Now, just you bunch of sweet bashers, pay attention, and you'll get no grief. The name is Dune. Behind me back, fools call me Bottles Dune on account of me bottle-bottomed lenses which I employ to assist my extreme short-sightedness. But I don't like being called Bottles, so don't! Got it? And see my boy here, Bosher.
That's me. All right. All right.
£14 at birth, and that was just his head. Oh, don't you dare mock my little son. All right. So he might look like a right light switch. But do you know, his idea of a wonderful evening is a bottle of cherryade, half a gross of sherbet dabs, and a clutch of sing-along Disney videos.
Love Dumbo.
No.
Don't be bamboozled by his charm, girls. Gets that from me. Bosh said he'd rather have a bloke's ear roll than a pickled gherkin with his cotton chips. In short, he is totally bonkers.
Yeah, been in Frampton, ain't I, Dad?
Nah, if you want me to switch his batteries on, then ignore the following question. Have any of you mugs in here heard of a prat called Eric Strapp?
Oh.
Have you? Hey!
Shall I do him, Dad? Blow him away? Shall I? Hey?
No, behave yourself, Bosher. Have some decorum.
Sorry, Dad.
Now, listen, ladies and gentlemen. This Eric Strapp's a right dodgy, antisocial little get. An outlaw. Odds on he's using a nom de plume. He's late 50-ish, early 60-ish. He wears right noncy sports jackets and cavalry twill trousers and highly polished Oxford brogues. He drives a clapped-out Triumph Dolomite with a pair of fluffy dice in the window. His hair shines with Brill cream like shredded silver paper, and he stinks of Old Spice.
Air! That sounds just like our nice London fella, Victor Mature, don't it? Oops.
Where is he?
Where'd that Swede basher reckon Strapp was at, Dad?
The Widow Brown's cottage, way out on the Oniton Road, opposite the King's Head. Move it!
Are you lonesome tonight? Do you miss
me tonight?
Are you
sorry we drifted apart?
So there I was on that dark November night, 1984, cosily cocooned in my chintz and lavender lodgings at the Widow Brown's cottage. She'd been widowed 6 times, and I'd been warned by young Cheryl, the barmaid, down at the Sailor's Rest, that she was actively looking for number 7. I felt a bit vulnerable, what with her impeccable ironing and her cherry and apple pie. But despite the temptations, I was confident I could keep the mighty Widow Brown at bay. I was sipping mulled claret, listening to the wind and the rain, feeling warm and secure. Totally unaware that the crazy Dunes were roaring along the dark highway, on their way to get me. I began to reminisce, the way you do, thinking back. Way back to June 1977, long before Bottles and Bosher Doom blighted my life. In those halcyon days, I was of the opinion that by the time a bloke reaches his 55th birthday, as I had then, he is more than entitled to indulge in the belief that he is well advanced along the floral pathway to the garden gate of blissful retirement. I had 5,000 quid in the bank, the result of investing my expendable income wisely down Catford Dog Track and on the GGs at Porky Polson's betting shop. I was a regular visitor at Porky's. I was also a regular contributor to the swollen funds of a malodorous malingerer called Ernie Slippery Eels, who squatted outside a betting shop in a greasy blanket, begging for alms from passing American, Japanese and Asian tourists, or any other nationality for that matter. Like all famous entrepreneurs, Slippery could spot a mug if he was sitting on the mountains of the moon.
Good evening, Mr. Strapp, sir.
Good evening to you, Slippery.
Been doing well again.
Glad to hear it, Slippery.
Not me, you.
Sorry?
I've been told you won 150 nicker yesterday. 100 last Monday.
Have you?
Very sweet. For you. Mind, things have been bad for some of us.
Really?
Wife's ill. Had to give up her 4 cleaning jobs.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
Eldest daughter's pregnant again. It's hard enough with her surrogate triplets. No fags. No food for me other 7 kids. And look at me shoes.
And stitched from Harrods. Very nice.
They got bloody great holes in the bottom.
I bet your trousers have and all.
Pardon?
Nothing.
Couldn't lend us a tenner, could you?
I lent you a tenner last week, Slippery, and the week before, and the week...
You'll get it back when I win the pools.
One last donation, Slippery, and that is it. There you are. £10 note. But don't put the bite on me ever again, Slippery. I mean it. The bank is closed.
Yes, Mr. Strapp, of course. Oh, thank you, Mr. Strapp. You are quality with a capital Q.
£58.40. Thank you very much.
Another win, eh, Mr. Strapp?
Yes, fortune beams. How are you anyway, Rog? Haven't seen you about the warehouse lately.
Been to the 3-day trades union conference at Eric.
Oh, of course. The governor did tell me you were going. How's Mrs. Rumbles these days?
Keeping very well, thank you, Mr. Strapp.
And the new lodger?
Willie Yates? He's a lovely chap. Sits indoors all day writing poetry.
Does he sell much?
Not a line.
Well, how does he live?
Extremely well. Social security and a job down a building site. How do you pick out the big winners so regularly, Mr. Strapp?
Controlled astrology.
Eh?
Alternative phraseology for sheer guesswork, Roger. Sheer guesswork. Yes, things were ticking along nicely in those far-off jolly days. And what with the steady, comfortable little number I had as a senior warehouse clerk with Framptons Fancy Goods, established 1893 Lewisham Limited, well, like one big happy family we were at Framptons. I had one special pal, Patrick Asi Patel, of Irish descent on his daddy's side. Asi's dad was a hod carrier working for McAlpines on a mosque in Madagascar when he met Asi's mother. Me little old mate arrived in New Cross from Madhya Pradesh by way of County Kildare, with 10 bob, no English, and a packet of Empire-made playing cards in his back pocket. He started at Framptons as a lavatory cleaner's assistant and rose from car door opener, through forklift driver, to packing department manager, to end up within 5 years as chief accountant. We used to go down to Catford and Crayford dog tracks together, and over Guinness and vegetable curry, he used to pick out reverse forecasts at incredible odds with uncanny accuracy. He could also find an ace among 3 fives, one of many tricks he taught me, and his skill at poker was phenomenal. He was the man who the Sun christened Ace High, after he cleaned out the Paradise Elephant Casino in Enfield after a 3-day game of stud, winning $1.5 million in cash, plus the deeds to the property. It was soon after this amazing feat that Asi disclosed to me his future plans.
I am about to be moving to Watford, Eric, where I am purchasing my very own casino.
Oh, I'm going to miss you, Asi.
But I am wanting you to accompany me, my dear. You will be my casino manager, yes?
Oh, well, I'd love to, Asi, but... Well, my roots are firmly entrenched here amidst the broken bricks and sooty leaves of South London. I'd miss the graffiti.
I am very sorry, my lovey. But when I am gone, I will still be here. And if you ever need me, just ask and you can have me.
Asi, old pal, you are a gentleman and a scholar. The governor of Framptons, Mr. Albert Frampton. Well, he was a diamond. Big daddy. All art.
Good morning, Eric, me boy.
Morning, Mr. Frampton. Morning, Mrs. Lavenderia.
Good morning, Eric.
Albert Frampton first met Lavenderia when he hopped aboard her double-decker outside Ithergreen Cemetery gates after the big end on his Armstrong Siddeley conked out. Lavenderia had just been voted Catford Bus Garage Conductress of the Year. She was as dark and seductive as a glass of Madeira by candlelight. She punched poor old Albert's ticket and caused his arteries to hiccup. lust blossomed. After a profound, though clandestine courtship under the nighttime bushes over Hampstead Heath, Mr. Albert eventually installed his paramour in a bedsitter down the Balls Pond Road. But the discontented, scheming, ambitious and lithesome Clippy wanted more. Much more.
No, I'm sorry, Albert. Up in the canoodling's curtailed. This is high noon. You've got a choice, Chuck. It's me or the wife. Me or Winifred.
The first Mrs. Frampton, Winifred, was tall, angular and flat-chested and smelt mildly of mothballs. She played the trombone in the Seawick branch of the Salvation Army.
I know you're at it this time, Albert.
At? What, my treasure?
Dallying dangerously.
Hey?
Being an officer and a gentleman, my staunch Salvationist compatriot Captain Wesley Cunningham informs me that he saw you canoodling in the back seat of a black cab at traffic lights down Brewer Street, with a brunette in a large blouse.
Me, my precious?
Who is she?
She?
The blouse filler.
Miss Shakespeare.
Another tartish Ophelia, no doubt.
She's my new, office girl.
According to Captain Cunningham, she was not licking stamps.
The first Frampton marriage was under relentless strain, as Mr. Albert, secretive and two-timing, played the age-old game of one's enough, but two's better.
If you don't get shot of that sanctimonious old cow very swiftly, cowboy, then happen I'm going to lasso myself a nice young Doris, who doesn't need a diet of wistable oysters and Spanish fly to start jumping, nor a rub of Sloane's liniment. If you want to play hopscotch with the big girls, lover boy, you'd better get things sorted.
Let me try again.
None of we happy band of Frampton's workers knew of the turmoil Mr. Albert was enduring as he struggled with the age-old dilemma of divided love. We could all observe that he was totally exhausted and showing every day of his 87 years, where previously he hadn't looked a day over 79. Howso whatever, as it turned out, Mr. Albert had plans. Complicated plans to dissolve the problems which so troubled him.
You're such a weak man, Albert Frampton. Strumpets, Patty.
What can you expect, beloved? I'm confused. I had a bewildering childhood. My mother smoked boar's head tobacco and wore hobnail boots. And my father donned a frou-frou when he fed me.
I've had temptations too, you know. Head on a stick.
You? My Winifred?
Oh, indeed, yes. The times I've been parading along Homerton High Street, blowing with fervour on the trombone, my bonnet askance, when, with a shiver of abandon, I felt the Caribbean rhythm of Captain Cunningham walloping his big bass drum, flooding through my femininity.
Faithless. After all these years.
But I have never succumbed to sensuousness, Albert. Captain Cunningham always made it clear that age differences notwithstanding, his young life will ever be devoted to the percussion family and his sexual proclivities towards chastity.
You actually discussed sex?
Within Old Testament parameters? Yes.
I feel betrayed. What am I going to do?
How about taking me on a decent holiday?
Hiking? In the Alps?
No need to be extravagant, Albie, you naughty boy. A caravan break in Sussex would be so romantic.
Our honeymoon revisited. How about Beachy Head?
Let me try again.
And so the happy couple set out to renew their vows of so long ago. The ones that end with, till death do us part.
Oh, the ozone is utterly invigorating.
Utterly!
Love 30, your serve, sweetness.
Combat!
I can't. Oh!
At the subsequent inquest, Albert haltingly told his story to a sympathetic audience.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, her athleticism was awesome for one so arthritic. She leapt upwards and backwards. I shouted. Oh, how I shouted. Beware, beloved! The cliff is crumbling!
Very convincing was Albert at a coroner's inquest. If he'd been star defence witness for Dr. Crippen, it would have been the O.J. Simpson outcome all over again.
I raced towards the spot where a millisecond before my sweet Winifred had been. I peered over the edge to witness her unexpected descent. She was flapping her arms in a frantic but vain effort to gain height. Her tennis skirt spread out like little white bat's wings. Her pale face was turned upwards, dragged back by the callous wind into a centrifugal, yet somehow courageous smile. I think she knew she'd had it. Albert! As the malevolent sea embraced her, I realised that 50 years of marital joy were over.
6 months later, the triumphant Lavenderia Shakespeare became the second Mrs. Frampton. The only mar to my contentment during my latter years at Framptons was the firm's chief accountant, who took over from Asi Patel, Jocelyn Proudfoot Spig. He was a weaselly, weedy, one-eyed bilge-house rat in a pinstripe suit. He didn't like me either. He's always trying to get me sacked. Despite Proudfoot Spig, however, life was good in those days. I had a one-bedroom council flat overlooking the Thames. If it hadn't been for the paintworks and tower blocks, I would have enjoyed extensive views up and down the river. I also had this ginger cat, which, funnily enough, I called Ginger. I used to talk to him in my own little way, and he would answer me in his own little canine way. Hello, Ginger, me old mate. What's your day been like, then? Oh, well. We all get days like that. It was amazing the rapport I had with Ginger. Do you know, I consider me and that Moggy had a relationship verging on the spiritual, almost Hindu in its ramifications. At times I wondered if that pussycat was my great-uncle Sid, sort of reinstated. He had ginger hair and green eyes. Anyway, so there was I, just enjoying the quietude of life. Just me, my collection of Marilyn Monroe memorabilia, and my almost human cat. Untrammelled peace. Mind you, I was no misorganist. Despite having once been married to Hilda Wilkes, the spouse from east of Armageddon, I still enjoyed the company of ladies, in a purely sardonic way. Every Thursday night, I would wend my way to Miss Pilbeam's Dancing Academy, round the back of where the New Cross Empire used to be.
One, don't hold yourself so stiffly, Mr. Strapp, nor look so apprehensive. You're not a CNA waxworks, you know, chappie.
Sorry, Miss Pilbeam.
That's better, Mr. Strapp. Much more Fred Astaire. Now, from the knees and one, two, together, lift.
You're such a refined dancer, Eric.
Oh, thank you, Nettie.
You've got lovely muscles and all.
Have I?
Even my alter ego can feel your manhood jiggling.
Pardon?
Tendons taut.
1, 2, together.
Lithe and sinewy, like clockwork sausages.
Relax, Mr. Strapp. You're practicing the waltz, not fighting for your life.
Oh, no.
I'm only 38, Eric.
Remarkable.
And I haven't got one single inhibition. Not since I burnt my bra.
Flow together now. And 1, 2, together. 1, 2, together. Flow.
Though I say it myself, I am a bit of a scholar, and in those days I've been getting into some very deep stuff. Psychiatry, Zen Buddhism, mind extension. I'd acquainted myself with the works of Albert Frankenstein, Jimmy Young and Clement Freud, and investigating the shadowy corners of my own mind. I started to wonder if all this women's lib was beginning to affect my equilibrium. Was I developing some kind of psychosynthetic barrier deep in the manifolds of my own subconscious? Was there something strange about me? Was I, Eric Strapp, developing a fear of womanhood? Whatever, I knew I wasn't cut out for flowing together and all that. I mean, Nettie G was a nice enough lady. But to be honest, her advances towards me during that evening whilst interpreting Le Paso Doble verged on the pornothological.
Oh, Eric, this rhythm brings out the wanton in me. I feel utterly abandoned.
I feel ill.
Miss Pilbeam's dancing academy became a ballroom of terror. I began to feel like a mere sex object. It became all too much for the Puritan in me. After a long discourse with Ginger, I decided I preferred cats to ladies. I changed my telephone number and resigned from the hotbed world of ballroom dancing. So life meandered peacefully along. I had a lot to be thankful for. But some months later, during the early winter of 1980, I arrived at Framptons for work, as usual. The gates were padlocked. There were coppers on guard, and the workers were in ferment. Beyond the melee, I perceived Roger Rumbles, shop steward and area representative of the Button Stitchers Union, crouching in a bus shelter, face in hands, shoulders heaving.
It can't be true. It can't be true.
Rog, what's up, old mate?
Haven't you heard Mr. Strapp?
Heard what?
Funereal tidings of his friend. Mr. Albert Frampton lies as dead as a donut in Greenwich Morgue.
No.
Yes, Mr. Strapp. Emphatically, yes.
The poor sod's only been married 3 months.
That is the nub of the problem.
Well, how did he die?
Massive heart attack.
Well, that must have arrived as a great shock.
Brought about by the flight of his faithless wife to the warmer climes of some devious South American republic.
Mrs. Lavenderia Frampton? Fled? But she and Mr. Albert always seem so very much in love.
And what is love? Don't be deluded by the perfume and the petticoats. Love is a wily hitchhiker with subversive intentions.
Love and myself are not that familiar.
Then avoid that devious wayfarer, comrade. If ever love holds out her wily arms, give her the elbow. Love mocks her slaves. Take my case.
Your case, Rog?
My case, Mr. Strapp. There I am each night out fighting a rearguard action for the militant tendency against the newborn, unhealthy ravages of true blue labour. And my darling wife, 56 next birthday, is ensconced at home exchanging epithets with Willie Yates, the bawdy bard from Ballybunion.
Oh, Rog, I am sorry.
I might never have tumbled their duplicity if I hadn't gone home early from a meeting down the Dog and Duck last Thursday week with an headache. I caught the pair of them on the put-you-up, comparing their tattoos and sharing a bottle of Jameson's, as Yates read aloud some stupid poem he'd written about beehives in Innisfree. Not a patch on Pam Ayres.
There, Rog. There.
She was my wife, Mr. Strapp. We met at school as 12-year-olds. A mutual desire for bloater sandwiches brought us together.
I'm a sardine and tomato man myself.
Had our one and only kiss before wedlock during boot mending classes down Catford Evening Institute. On her 18th birthday. Of course, I never was a demanding man concerning that sort of thing.
Boot mending?
Kissing. You know, doing that type of thing.
Ah.
Betrayal, eh? Yatesy was my pal, too. Despite his diabolical poetry about Hollywood's crowds of stars and that. He had lovely eyelashes. Oh, I do miss her treacle tart and custard. And she couldn't half darn socks. Emma.
There's always tomorrow, Rog.
Oh, what good's tomorrow when I've lost today?
Oh, there. It's all right. There.
Forgive me, Mr. Strapp. A leading light of the militant Trotskyist tendency betraying his feelings before a senior warehouse clerk.
Oh, even a trades union official is entitled to some public display of emotion, Rog.
The firm's accountant's scarpered too, you know.
Jocelyn Proudfoot speaks. Go on.
With Mrs. Lavenderia Frampton on his arm.
No.
Oh, the calumny of it all. Framptons is finished, Mr. Strapp. Bankrupt. Kaput.
I didn't get as much as a toy teddy bear in redundancy or compensation. For the first time in my natural, I found myself without a proper job. I wound up on the dole.
Next. Strapp! Strapp!
Oh, sorry. Coming.
New to this fiddle, are you? Another shyster after a handout?
Pardon?
Don't come the old deaf invalid like with me, Strapp. I'm a lifelong buffalo. Before you even start, I know you're at it.
At what?
Pretending.
Me?
Bad back, dodgy knee, hallucinations. I've had 'em all in here. They're welfare wounded. Well, Strapp, this is a job centre, not Lourdes. Just don't try it on with yours truly, Ken Casket, right? And sit to attention. Bloody unemployed. I know what I do with them. Chain gangs. All right. What kind of work are you looking for, you liar?
Middle management.
Middle what you meant?
Management.
You couldn't even manage an ice cream cornet.
How do you know?
Bureaucratic intuition. I'll put you on the odd jobs register. You'll have to smarten yourself up. Even toilet attendants need a bit of a facade. You got any Armani suits?
I've got a C&A sports jacket. Things deteriorated. My capital dwindled. My forecast down the dogs wound up in shreds. My GGs kept coming in fourth. Ginger and me were getting as threadbare as a clutch of boot fair overcoats. Then, after what seemed 1,000 job rejections...
That's life. That's what all the people say. You're riding high in April. Shot down in
gas, phone, electric, water. All blooming come at once, don't they, Ginger? Yeah, you're dead right, Ginger. Chuck the lot. I wish I could. Well, what's this one? Attic House, Hackney. Dear Mr. Strapp.
Some people get their kicks stomping on a dream.
Offering you the position of a mature trainee in the specialist cod, haddock and sundry fish filleting department of our London-wide organisation. You will be under the tutelage of Mr. Archibald Plank, our head fish filleter, now in his 43rd year with Bugs Fisheries. Yippee! I got a job! Oh, Ginger, I got a job! Oh, sorry, Ginger, mate. Ginger. Come here, Ginger. Oh, there you are. Come on. Oh!
Myself up and get back in the race. That's life.
The work at Bugs was cold and boring, but different. A sort of daily expedition to the frozen north, seasoned with a whiff of fresh fish. Mind, the wages were good, and within a year I was again picking out winners down Porky Paulson's betting shop on a regular basis, and got well back on my plates of meat.
Swim, little fish, swim on. Swim, little fish, swim on. Lonely focus on the rendezvous.
Have you finished gutting that 100 weighted headings yet, Eric?
No, Mr. Bug.
Mr. Bug, O-B-E. How many more times? Now hurry up. I've got a massive mortgage on a mansion on the borders of Knightsbridge.
Yes, Mr. Bug. O-B-E. Archibald Plank, from whom I learned all there is to know about fish filleting, was a tubercular-looking, yellow-skinned, sad case. He was Scotch as an Arbroath bloater. He rarely spoke, except to say aye, or nope, or cobblers. He was tall and thin with a bony nose, which was hung with a permanent stalactite. In his khaki balaclava helmet and frayed mittens, he put me in mind of a lump of animated rock salmon in Wellington boots. I wasn't of his acquaintance for long. Archibald had apparently slipped on a renegade kipper as he came down the cellar steps late on Saturday night. He was discovered by a passing constable, face down in 12 inches of freezing water, his bloated balaclava surrounded by floating fish heads. The bug's fishery wreath, the only wreath, in fact, was fashioned in the shape of a giant sardine, all white daisies and silver paper. The glittering message read, "Cheerio, Archibald, fish filleter to the famous." Apart from Mr. and Mrs. Bug, OBE, and me, there was but one other mourner. Excuse me, madam. She was an extremely attractive middle-aged woman, blonde and blue-eyed with a size 18 figure, very trim. She wore a tartan suit and a black veil. Despite my vows of chastisement, I felt a tickling in the intestines and an ungovernable compulsion to have a chat. Excuse me?
Yes?
Could I, be of assistance?
Who are you?
I'm Eric Strapp. I was fish filleting compatriot to the deceased.
You were father's apprentice.
Father?
Archibald Plank was my daddy.
I thought Archibald was a bachelor.
He was. I was the only moral black mark against his Presbyterian youth. The sole mistake.
A kiss on the hand may be quite continental, but diamonds are a girl's best friend.
And so my bank balance and my fortunes generally were restored.
Oh, how unutterably fascinating.
Enough of me, though, my dear. What of you, Miss Plank?
Doris, with 2 R's.
Doris, with 2 R's.
Mine is a sad epic. The tale of a maiden lady searching for her identity. Oh, you see, Eric, Mama had been a dancer with a travelling band of 8-some reelers.
I've never conversed with anybody who has direct connections to show business.
Oh, she was attached to Max Miller?
Oh, an Englishman in the Church's Chilean mould.
She met Daddy at the stage door of the Granville Theatre in Walham Green. He, courting with a bunch of daffodils and a Woolworths autograph book. She, inwardly stimulated with a Max Miller double entendre. They fused in a quick but loving assignation in the courtyard of the Peabody Trust building behind the Ministry of Food pig bins. Thus was I created, 30-odd years ago.
I never even knew who my dad was.
A common ailment.
My gran reckoned it was either Oppity Grice, the one-legged Armenian rent collector from World's End, or Mr. Bloom, the Jewish baker.
Oh, you could experience trouble with the immigration authorities. Oh, anyway, it's odds against the rent collector.
Why?
Well, hereditary factors. You got both legs. Have you a penchant for salt beef bagels?
Oh, love 'em.
Well, there's your answer. You're descended from Abraham.
Am I?
All Mama could remember of her liaison with my co-creator was his name, Archibald, his accent, Govan Glaswegian, and his personal aroma, smoked salmon.
Oh, how romantic. Straight out of the Pearl Fishers.
It took me 30 years to track him down. Directly I spotted him, his aristocratic profile and his balaclava helmet in Bug's dank basement last Christmas Eve. I knew he was my daddy.
He told me he'd been impotent since he was 14 years old.
Yeah, well, he was always boasting.
You don't look anything like him.
Well, you haven't seen me in a khaki balaclava and Wellington boots.
No. You look more like Norma Jean.
Norma Jean who?
Norma Jean Baker. Miss Marilyn Monroe.
Oh, young man.
Eric, please.
Eric. Oh, you're such a charmer.
Take the ribbon from your hair. Shake it loose and let it fall.
I must get back, Doris. I'll get the tin tack.
Oh, Oh, don't leave me alone with my grief, Eric, darling. Oh, please. Just one more double scotch.
Come and lay down by my side till the early morning light. All I'm taking is your time. Help me make it through the
night. Oh, my poor Bond.
Where am I? Who are you?
Well, Eric, of course.
Eric who?
This is a dream, isn't it? I'm not really in bed with Miss Madeline Monroe.
No, you are in bed with Miss Doris Plank, you fiend. You and your Middle Eastern ways. You've pickled my conscience in booze and sullied my body.
Pardon?
You cherry snatcher! Your actions were tantamount to the unspeakable. It's the Old Bailey. Or marriage.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
Swim, little fish, swim on. Swim, little fish, swim on.
I give you 2 hours off to doff your respects to a filleter to the aristocracy with pay, and you turn up 2 days later, half-pissed, mumbling some crap about love.
Sorry, Mr. Bug.
O-B-E.
Mr. Bug, O-B-E.
Sorry's just not good enough, sunshine. I've now installed my mother, Mrs. Amelia Bug, down there in the sluice. As you can hear by her fervent whistling, she greatly enjoys the labour, much preferring it to her old hobby of needlework. On your camel, boy. You are sacked.
Despite another sudden loss of regular income, Doris and me were entwined at the Lewisham Registry Office. And despite all my yearnings for enduring bachelorhood, I had been lured by a well-preserved face and a bountiful body onto the ship of love, soon to be dashed on the rocks of matrimony. The marriage was all right for a while, about 3 days. But Doris had gained A-levels in the Kama Sutra, the adult evening classes down Deptford High Street, and I didn't even know what the missionary position was till she started laughing. Week by week, the filmic Metro-Goldwyn fantasy faded.
This chicken Marengo, Eric, tastes like a boiled Marmite sandwich.
I thought you liked Marmite, dear.
Thank goodness I'm eating out tonight.
Eating out, Doris?
Oh, didn't I tell you? Mr. Squirks, the undertaker, who made such a superlative job of Daddy's cadaver, has invited me to the funeral director's annual ball.
But the funeral was almost a year ago.
So, we remained in communion.
Why, my love?
Oh, we had a mutual interest in Georgian coffin handles.
Ah.
Don't wait up. Oh, and I'll need a 50-quid float. Ow! Dratted, blasted, moth-eaten animated overcoat for a weasel! How many more times? Did you really want me to break my neck, Eric?
Why,
Oh, get out! Get out, you flea-ridden scrag!
Yes, dear.
Not you, Bumblebrain, the cat! Sling it!
Oh, yes, dear. Come, Jim. Jim? Gotcha.
That thing stays outside, Eric. Do you hear me? Outside! In the shed! Permanent! Otherwise, the bit!
Sorry, Ginge, old mate. I'm really sorry.
That's life. That's what all the people say. You're riding high in April, shot down in May.
Good morning to you, Mr. Strapp. Haven't seen you for some time.
Thank God. Oh, morning, Slippery.
I've had a very hard week, Mr. Strapp.
I've been digging the roads, have you, Slippery?
With my back, I'll never work again.
I didn't realise you'd ever started, Slippery.
Couldn't lend us a tenner, could you, sir?
No way, Jose. I told you last time. No more.
Please, Gov, please. I ain't got a crust indoors. The wife's a single mother, and me dad's gyro got held up.
Sorry, Slippery. I realise that charity's meant for the poor.
I'm bloody poor, and I've had to cut down to 8 pints a day.
The party's over, Slippery.
You rich, lucky bastards are all the same. Elbow the needy. I hope you choke on a sun-dried tomato, you Islington plonker. Don't worry, Slippery Eels never forgets a knockback. I've tumbled who your wife is.
Somewhere in Allentown.
jail. My heart waits in Allentown jail.
Oh, Doris.
You awake, Mr. Dune? Mr. Dune?
What? Oh, it's you, Showdown. It can't be morning already.
It's 2:30 in the afternoon, sir. Didn't want to disturb you. I know you haven't been well.
Oh, chronic insomnia is a bugger, Shagdown.
I understand, sir. I, too, have loved.
Oh, Shagdown.
Visitor for you.
Is it my wife?
Sorry, Mr. Dune. No.
Where is she, Officer Shagdown? Tell me where. 3 long years since her last visit. And then she chinned me. Do you think she's tired of me?
Oh, I wouldn't say that, Mr. Dune. Ladies have these lapses.
Somewhere in Allentown jail, my heart waits in Allentown jail.
Good afternoon, Mr. Dune. Old England needs heroes, and you are mine. My icon since boyhood. How is your lad, Bosher?
Doing solitary. Who are you, lard-face?
The name's Eels, Mr. Dune. Slippery eels. I've got a scrapbook of your activities, from the Harold Wilson pensions robbery to the Hackney Gangland massacre, of which I sincerely believe you to have been not guilty.
Well, you're wrong, Muttonhead. I personally chopped 7 of them. What do you want?
Could I kindly have your autograph?
Oh, get this pudding puller out of here, Shagdown.
Certainly, sir. Come on, Plunker, out! You're bringing on when Mr. Dune's not crushing.
But Mr. Dune, I've got information about your dear lady wife.
My wife?
She's shacked up in a Greenwich council flat with a prat called Eric Strapp.
Doris was out most nights and in bed during most of the days. I was keeping on the floor in the front room. Ginger, my dear old cat, once pampered and free, was now a prisoner in a backyard shed, and he hated it. Once or twice he managed to sneak back into the flat, but the Greenwich ghoul soon had him back outside. I kept well out of her way and spent most of my time down a betting shop. Then one afternoon, I was returning home with a pocket full of wedge after a 4-horse accumulator obliged at Sandown, when Mrs. Bridie O'Hare, looking wild and white as an aging banshee, came slowly towards me. She lay a gnarled hand on my forearm and stared into my eyes with rheumy misery.
Oh, isn't that tragic news, sir? I have tragic news indeed.
What's up, Mrs. O'Hare?
Oh, wasn't I after just this morning finding your little wife on the kitchen floor dead?
There is a river called the River of No Return.
Admit it. You killed your wife, didn't you, Eric?
No, Inspector Crodge.
You cunningly and carefully shaved away the flex, covering the wire connected to your wife's electrical curling machine.
I didn't, Mr. Crodge, honest.
As the unfortunate lady unsuspectingly sat down to curl her pretty blonde locks, you dribbled water over the bare wires and...
No, Inspector. It must have been an accident.
Bared wires? A new appliance, an accident? My.
Or Ginger.
Who's Ginger?
My cat.
Your cat?
Him and Doris had, well, words.
Oh, come on, Eric, stop pouncing about.
I'm not.
Why'd you do it? Jealousy? Looking like Norma Jean, big knockers, all that.
I didn't do it, I didn't. I sort of Loved her?
She loved everybody else, eh? Just get it out your system, son. Be a good lad. Admit you done it, then me and DC Lampitt can pop down a pub and relax over a sherbet.
Yeah, me and all.
Don't be facetious! You won't see the inside of a hostelry for at least 12 years.
Well, I've got no plans to become a teetotaler.
No. A lifer. Now just sign here, Eric.
Huh?
I'll see if I can wangle you a soft berth in Broadmoor.
Broadmoor?
It's not as bad as the old days, lad. There are worse hotels.
Please, may I leave the room?
Leave the bloody room? You're under police interrogation.
I want to go to Utters.
3:42 p.m. Mr. Strapp wants to go to the bathroom. Present with Mr. Strapp, D.I. Barry Crodge, Detective Sergeant Len Lampitt, and Duty Solicitor Prunella Fournier. Interview suspended.
Come.
You sent for me, sir?
Ah, Barry, yes. How's your nettle rash this week?
It's spreading to me under region, sir.
I have noticed you scratching.
I do endeavour to be discreet whilst on duty, Superintendent.
Good man. Try not to let it affect your arrest rate. Now, what's the state of play with Mr. Strapp?
I think he's totally bonkers, sir. He reckons his cat had a grudge against the deceased.
So Strapp does have a cat, then?
Ginger Tom. Apparently the departed lady led it a dog's life.
Is he insinuating that the cat murdered the unfortunate woman?
His entire line of defence seems to be veering in that direction, sir.
He could well be right, Barry.
Do what, sir?
I've just had a communication from forensic. The death flex was not snipped, but nibbled away by small, sharp teeth.
Cat's teeth?
Exactly. And the water puddled round the bared wire turned out to be...
Cat's...
Precisely. We are going to have to release Strapp, Barry.
But sir, Strapp looks guilty. Surely we can't just drop the case. We've got a victim. We need a perpetrator.
We may be professional policemen, Barry, but we must be fair.
Couldn't we get Strapp to hold the hairdryer, sir? Just for a mow? Fingerprints?
Are you suggesting, Inspector, that we should perhaps frame Strapp?
Who else is there? We can't hang the cat.
They used to in the 12th century.
Them was the days.
I suppose we could make a precedent and charge the cat with culpable homicide.
Well, the evidence is there, sir. Why not?
Because we'd have hordes of old ladies attacking the station with bricks.
Bloody liberals.
Tragic as it may be, Inspector Crodge, we are going to have to drop proceedings.
My beautiful Doris. Murdered.
Hurry up with that straitjacket! Mr. Dune's got one of his migraines!
Romance destroyed. Catlock and sweet nothings fragmented. Doris. Eric Strapp is cat's mate!
Slippery Eels had well and truly dropped me in it where Bottles Dune was concerned. With Slippery forever blowing down his earhole, Bottles blamed me totally for the break-up of his marriage. It was no good pointing out to such a psychopath that I had no idea Doris Plank was a serial bigamist and that there had been 4 others illegally wedded to her before me. In Bottles Dune's sad mind, Doris had been a faithful wife. Now she was brown bread, and with Slippery geeing him up, Bottles was convinced that I had done away with her. End of story. All Bottles wanted to do, when him and his sadistic son Bosher were released from Nick, was to do away with yours truly in the most fiendish fashion imaginable. Anyway, there I was on that stormy November night in 1984, settled in my lodgings at the Widow Brown's cottage, listening to the Wagnerian splendour of the wind and the rain outside.
Are you lonesome tonight? Do you miss me tonight?
I perused the widow with worried eye as she finished winding up her old HMV gramophone. She put on her favourite Elvis record for the umpteenth time that evening. She turned to fixate me.
Would you care to dance with me again, Victor?
I feel a bit puffed, Princess. The candlelight made the sequins twinkle on her ball gown. She looked like a giant helium balloon about to take flight.
Oh, don't be a spoil sport. Come along. Oh yes. Do you gaze at your doorstep and picture me there? Is your heart filled with pain? Shall I come?
All the old primeval fear of women, so aptly described by Clement Freud, welled up in my asparagus as she breathed sensuously in my ear. At that time, I was totally unaware that only a few miles down the Oniton Road, the crazy, barbaric Dunes were on their way to get me.
Put your foot down, Bosher.
Oh, Dad, I'm scared. We might crash.
Out your big pansy.
Oh, that hurt, that did.
You'll be in eternal agony, my son, if Eric Strapp gets away this time.
Filled with pain.
Oh, Victor, you do dance divinely.
I attended an academy, Mrs. Brown. Got a bronze medal.
Bet you'd win a gold at other things. Oh, I do wish you'd call me Eunice. I mean, we have known each other more than a month now.
Eunice.
Oh, Victor, oh...
Oi, listen, no, not in my ear,
you are so handsome, just like Roy Attersley.
Give me the phone!
Oh, damn.
Oh.
Hello, Rosemount Cottage, Mrs. Brown conversing.
Be Victor there?
Oh?
Victor Mature.
Yes?
Tell him it's Cheryl, barmaid from the Sailor's Rest.
It's a person for you, Victor.
For me?
A barmaid.
Hello?
The Dunes are on their way to get you.
I was out of that cottage and into my dolomite like a kangaroo with 4 hind legs.
Victor! Have I somehow offended you?
No, Widow Brown. I just remembered. I left the lights on back home. Yeah, looks like we're on the trot again, Ginge.
Where's home? I'll ride.
Number 7 Clare Short House, Greenwich.
Bye. Love you.
Bye. There was no way I was going back to Greenwich. I just hoped Widow Brown would unwittingly feed the red herring to the Dunes and put them off my trail. I was on my way to Watford to seek out an old pal, Asi Patel.
Eric! Oh, Eric, my dear damn friend. I thought I am losing you forever, but now we are finding each other. We must bloody well get it together as very soon as possible.
Well, yeah, Asi.
Let me take a gander at you. Eric. Though we are not blood brothers, there is no Irish in your veins and our hues are somewhat different. I am always feeling in my water that if your name was Erica, if you had saucy legs and long blonde hair, I would be fancying you with all the power in my pencil.
Oh, that's a very nice thing to say, Asi.
From the cockles of my ticker it comes. Anyway, my dear old ducky, you are arriving in time for my wedding.
Wedding?
Ah, yes. Very soon to be. And when your mincy pies clap on my beauteous wifey-to-be, Treasure Pandaraika, your amazement will turn into the elephant's milk of utter awe. We are inviting Baroness Thatcher to be best man.
Oh, congratulations, pal.
Thank you, my dear. Thank you. Now, tonight, I am taking you out for a curry, a Guinness, and a flutter on a roulette wheel at the casino of my unfriendly rival, Moocher Maguire.
You've got a friend.
$15 black.
Yippee!
You're having a pop at me, ain't you, Ace High?
I do not have the pop, Moocher. Why should I have the pop?
That mug you brought in's $5 grand up. You trying to turn me over and then take me over?
What?
Who is that daft-looking git anyway?
My very dear friend, Eric Strapp.
You lumber me with any more dear friends like him, and you're gonna need a turban to keep your head on.
Hello?
Lavenderia.
Who is it?
Moocher.
Oh, I was bloody sound asleep.
So?
It's 3 o'clock in the morning.
That's what my Rolex says and all.
Oh, stop messing about, Chuck. I'm wild.
I'm not messing about, lady. We've just had a geezer in here, introduced by that chapati tour, Asi Patel, what has walked out with nearly $7,000 of my dough.
What's that got to do with me?
You're engaged to me, ain't you? Oh, you work for me, don't you?
Yes, but it's my night off.
You want to keep working for me, don't you? Hostess?
Yes.
So stop whining and listen.
Hello?
Good afternoon.
You what?
Miss Lottie Delight?
Oh, yes.
Mr. Moocher Maguire asked me to call on you, Miss Delight.
He knows darn well I don't work on Sunday afternoon.
No, apparently I was paid 500 short on my roulette winnings last week. And Mr. Maguire has kindly invited me to collect a cheque from you to make up the shortfall.
What a truly honest man he is. Do come in.
Eric! Up and I can't believe this. Eric Strapp.
Mrs. Lavenderia Frampton?
So you found me. Who sent you?
Mr. Moocher Maguire.
Don't be flippant, Eric. I'm still your social superior. Who are your puppet masters?
Pardon?
Frampton's auditors, the robbery squad, special branch. Oh, don't look so bewildered, Eric. No, so apologetic. You're not the first ordinary person to be turned against his will.
Excuse me, Mrs. Lavenderia, but my sexuality is static. I haven't strayed from celibacy in any direction.
Talk about the lamb betraying the shepherd. Do what you have to, Eric. Take me, but please, don't handcuff me.
Handcuffs, Mrs. Lavenderia? I'm not even into strip poker.
Oh, Eric, give me a chance. I'd never survive in Holloway. Put your hands over your eyes, Chuck, and let me slip away into the night.
Oh, it's only 2:30 in the afternoon. Please don't cry, Mrs. Lavenderia.
Oh, it's a woman's prerogative. Even in these days of avert masculinity. Oh, how I miss those glorious Frampton days. And dear dead Albert, my loving husband. Oh, I was so foolish, so young. A girl, really. The romantic dialogue of Mr. Jocelyn Proudfoot Spig was irresistible to a sheltered female such as I. It squirmed straight out of Barbara Cartland. Oh, he had a rare line in sexual innuendo.
But what about the money you nicked?
Money was never my priority.
Well, the papers reckoned you had it away with $3 million.
My only dividend was pain.
So why did you leg it?
Love.
That age-old scapegoat.
I was misled, misappropriated by a Lotharian liar with a toothbrush moustache and a bow tie.
Your simple honesty is beginning to impress me. Your fragility touches me.
Oh, Eric Chuck, my fragility is legendary in psychiatric circles. Apparently, I was made for men to toy with. I was never a lady given to domesticity. Cookery was anathema. You see, I was always led to believe that the way to a man's heart was through his trousers.
There is a certain sadness behind those words.
Oh, I was never a bad girl, Chuck. Just a trifle awry. Yet that rat, Proudfoot Spig, called me horrible names and dumped me penniless in the fly black heat of a backyard street in a slum in Rio de Janeiro. I worked my way back home across 3 continents. It was a trying experience for a girl who'd led a sheltered life.
It wouldn't surprise me if you claimed to be suffering from post-traumatic syndrome.
I am. absolutely. Terribly. I, of course, intend to sue the government. The health service should never have allowed my emotions to be so comprehensively ambushed by a misogynist posing as a lover.
You must be totally anti-male now.
Oh, I wavered. I admit that. I had a brief liaison with a lady kickboxer from Phnom Penh, but butter and butter is a boring diet. I'm alone now.
How calamitous a lady of your breeding, beauty and finesse, should find herself in this predicament.
Oh, some people may gain the impression that you're a bit of a corn bucket, Eric. But I think you're a kind and gentle man. Do you know, I often used to watch you when you laboured under me at Framptons. You in your brown warehouse overall and mail-order desert boots. Me in my Norman Hartnell tailor-crafted costumes and Cartier accoutrements. And I used to think that fine young man would flourish like a silver birch if tended with gentle fingers. Know what I mean, darling?
Yeah, well, Mrs. Lavenderia, about the cheque.
Cheque?
The money's still owing to me after my success at Moocher's Casino.
Well, there's no money.
But...
Oh, it was a ploy, Chuck, just to get me to meet you. Of course, Moocher didn't know we were already acquainted.
Why?
Oh, he wanted me to use any means at my disposal to encourage you to return to the casino and play again for higher stakes.
Well, every minute of life is a gamble. I don't mind playing the odds.
Oh, but this game would be rigged, darling. A private game in Moocher's special room. A room of one-way mirrors. Every hand you played would be read by Moocher's accomplices, and Moocher instructed accordingly by miniature radio. Moocher intends to get back every penny of his 7,000 quid, plus whatever else you pull up.
Moocher intends to cheat? What a liberty.
She may be the face I can't forget.
There was something about Lavenderia Frampton which reminded me of my very first girlfriend, Winnie Elster. She'd been 10 and I'd been 11, and it was a kind of simple, natural love which we can all remember. Holding hands and sneaking kisses and writing letters full of I love you and will love you forever and ever, without ever even beginning to realise the diabolical complexities of that four-letter word, L-O-V-E, which has made millionaires of so many cynics and heartbroken buffoons of so many devotees. Lavenderia looked like a tart, acted like a tart, and was a tart. And yet, meeting her again, I sidestepped the conception I had of the hard-eyed gold digger and looked beyond the glossed-up lips, the fly-blown eyelashes, and the invitingly undone couple of top buttons on a silken blouse. In my imagination, I could see Lavenderia, the little girl, dancing and giggling through the buttercups of childhood, pigtails swinging, knowing nothing of the crushing, remorseless years to come. I was beginning to feel a portion of pity for Lavenderia. And what else is pity but love?
Maybe my treasure or the price I have to pay. She may be the song that summer sings.
The Home Office has released the Dunes, Inspector Crudge. Compassionate reasons.
No, they might just as well have introduced anthrax into the community, sir.
Will there be any villains left locked up by the millennium? Oh, no wonder these once law-abiding islands of ours are seething cauldrons of crime and disaster. Litter everywhere, cycling on the pavements. Where will it end?
I blame the mollycoddlers.
The apologists. The blasted liberals. Look at the disciplines they've done away with, Batty. Transportation, mutilation, flogging, hanging.
Hand severance, the gouging out of eyes, the treadmill, the ducking stool.
Precisely. I ask you, Inspector, all in all, what are we left with as a deterrent?
Bloody community service.
They've ripped the fangs from the tiger, Barry.
Singapore. That's the place, sir. String 'em up, no messing.
Iran, Barry. Stone adulteresses to death out there.
It almost heartens me, sir, to realise that there are still some societies which retain a modicum of common sense.
Quite. I'm placing you on a secret assignment, Inspector. It will be an unorthodox vendetta.
Not in drag again, sir?
No, lad. I want you
to be the shadow of the dunes. Everywhere and anywhere they go, you will answer only to me. As soon as you get a chance, nick 'em.
So while far away, the heavy mob were plotting to incarcerate the dunes again as soon as possible, Moocher Maguire set up his sting, without realising that his honey bait, the Dark Lady, had gone the other way. Moocher's boys, behind the mirrors, were relaying my draw cards to the gambler's mini earphone, but I, a long-time and avid pupil of the dexterous Asi, was switching the kings and queens like they were on elastic, making sure to conceal my final betting hand from the prying eyes. I allowed Moocher to win 1 out of 4, just to keep him twitching. Within 4 hours, I had doubled the 7,000 quid I walked in with. Moocher was as sick as a Saturday lottery winner who discovers he's holding a Wednesday ticket.
How did the little rat do it, eh, Precious?
No idea, Moocher, dear.
Cheated. He bloody well cheated. Must have. 14 grand he's copped of mine. 14 bloody grand!
Calm down, sweetie. Engage your intellect and cool your passion. Let's do the sun crossword together.
You're so good for me, Lavy. About the only one I can trust.
The crossword, Moocher.
Yeah, hold up, girl. Page 4. That's a picture of that turnip Eric Strapp in it.
Where?
Right in front of your mince pies. A full-page advert.
Oh, just looks like him, that's all.
Look. Information urgently required. Have you seen this man? Eric Strapp. You see, it's him, I told you.
Oh, plenty of blokes called Eric Strapp, pet.
Oh, millions. And looking exactly like that birthday cake what nicked 14 grand off me yesterday.
Well, it could be his doppelganger, Chuck.
His wattleganger?
Exact double.
Yeah, and I could be a rice pudding. Just listen to this. Listen. This bloke is a much-loved, long-lost blood relative of Mr. Ignatius Dune. Mr. Dune is longing to get hold of Eric Strapp. A £10,000 reward in cash notes will be paid to person or persons reuniting Mr. Dune with same. Please ring...
Hello?
Mr. Dune?
Yeah?
I can put you on to Eric Strapp.
Lovely day, ain't it, Dad? Sun at home in his vast and azure sky. Wildflowers in their Sunday best. Larks twittering.
Shut up, you tart.
Sorry, Dad.
You sound like a refugee from the Girls' Brigade. Ain't going gay, are you?
I have had a recent compulsion to shave my legs.
The shame it'd kill me. I'd have to get you on the stage.
I've had some experience. I was Desdemona in the Wormwood Scrubs repertory.
Will you shut your gob? I'm trying to think.
What about, Dad?
What I'm gonna do to Eric Strapp when I get my gloves round his Adam's apple.
I've got the dunes in my tab, sir. They're heading north along the M1.
Up to no good, I'll be bound. Carry on the good work, Baddy. Keep me informed.
You must remember me, Mr. Dune. F-Wing, Strangeways, 1954.
Yeah, I've got you now. You was a trustee. You used to clean the governor's toilet.
Hey, you've got it, Mr. Dune.
Who's the beautiful lady?
That's my Lavenderia. That photo was taken the day we got engaged.
Oh, in all my life, I've only ever seen one woman more lovelier.
A film star?
No, a goddess. Doris Blank. My Doris. My poor, dead, murdered Doris. Where is Eric Strapp? Where is he?
Ah, those old and gone by days at Framptons. Yes, oh yes. You and me, we have been happy together in the past, eh, Eric Ducky?
Well, yeah, I suppose, in a way, yeah, Ace High.
I would be so full of Turkish delight to see you happy now, my best old chum.
Oh, I am happy, Ace High. Well, sort of.
I mean, happy with the other half, Settled. Some fine lady to play with your chapatis and iron your pantaloons. Man was not meant to be alone.
Well, Adam was.
Adam who?
I never did know his surname. But he started off alone, in paradise.
And what happened to this Adam?
That, Asi, my son, is the cornerstone of Western history.
Patel speaking. Who am I?
Tell Eric, the Dunes are coming.
Show the urgency, Eric. Down the fire escape.
I was out of that window like a flea on puff.
There he goes, Dad!
I went ducking and diving through the streets of Watford, a scurrying fox chased by crazed killer hounds. I headed towards the YMCA tower, feeling somehow that in that tall and many-windowed cathedral of caring Christianity I would find sanctuary. I bounded up a back flight of stairs, heart crashing, sweat flying, up and up and up. At last I reached the roof. I was maybe 12 floors up in a cloudless sky. All around me stretched the sprawling environs of Watford like a vision of the end of the world. There seemed to me no way of escape. I looked over the edge. A window cleaner's cradle creaked and swayed in the afternoon breeze. I had a morbid fear of heights, but I had an even more morbid fear of the dunes. They weren't far behind. I could hear the avenging lift. Closing my eyes, I hooked my leg over the parapet and slithered into the cradle. It was a long, long, long way to the ground. Manipulating the pulleys, I felt the cradle slowly descending.
I've caught for him, Dad! He's down there! It looks like he's took up window cleaning.
Oh, Lord, help me! Oh, help! Don't shoot him, twatted!
Well, you ain't gonna let him off, are you, Dad?
No, you ham sandwich. I'm gonna let him down with a big bang. Got your double-edged bayonet handy?
Of course. Got it strapped to my thigh, ain't I?
Whip it out and cut them cradle ropes.
I've always liked to believe that in all men, no matter how diabolically evil, Genghis Khan, Adolf Hitler, traffic wardens, there was a spark of goodness. A smidgen of humanity that would eventually save such villains from an everlasting yomp through hell's dark wastes. The Dunes didn't seem to have it. They were just plain bad.
He's going, Dad!
Suddenly I felt myself plummeting through the ether. My stomach and soul seemed to be following behind. I could almost hear the angels singing. Suddenly I hit the top of a huge tarpaulin which was stretched above a line of digger vehicles on the vast building site below. I bounced twice and somersaulted into a mountain of sand. I struggled up, feeling like the abominable Sandman. My bones felt all unhinged, but I was alive. I started running again.
Asi! What is up with you, Eric, me old cock? You look like a parrot's sickness.
Go in the back and get your head down. I'll drive.
I know, Ginger, me old mate. Here we go again.
Inspector Crudge! Inspector Crudge! Are you deceiving me?
Yes, sir.
I am hovering in a helicopter.
Very costly to the taxpayer, sir.
I am a Metropolitan Police Superintendent, Crudge. What is the situation on the ground?
I'm pursuing the Dunes Rolls-Royce along the M1 towards the Watford Gap, sir. And the Dunes are pursuing Eric Strapp.
10-4. I'm sending other squad cars in.
My old Dolomite was all but flying as Lavenderia bombed it along the motorway. The Dunes hurtled along behind, leaning out of the windows and throwing lead, just like in an old Jimmy Cagney movie. Cowering in the back, clutching poor old Ginger. I found the courage to peer over Lavenderia's shoulder. Some way in front, there was a Pantechnicon with its ramp down, flat-tired on the tarmac. Lavenderia swung the wheel desperately and slammed the anchors on. Like a Thrupley rocket, she soared through the windscreen. I kept meaning to get that seatbelt fixed. Driverless, my old banger spun off the road, collided with an AA emergency phone booth and spun round, landing with uncanny precision on the grass embankment. From within the Pantechnicon there came a mighty shuddering movement and a great torrent of squeals as dozens of potential pork chops came thudding down the ramp. The pursuing Rolls-Royce, hurtling through the parting sea of pigs, virtually soared through the air into the back of the gaping Pantechnicon. There was a moment of suspended silence, then a muffled explosion, and black smoke and flames shot out from inside. Bottles and Boscher came hot-footing down the ramp, confused and blackened. Straight into the custodial arms of a brigade of cops. The fire began to take hold.
Lavenderia! She may be the beauty or the beast.
If I'd have thought about what I was doing, I would never have done it. But looking into that burning lorry and listening to those cries for help, I realised that Lavenderia, the little girl, and the painted woman were somewhere inside. I blundered into the flames. I found her. Finding a courage and strength I never knew I had, I picked her up and staggered out.
Inside her shell.
Eric Strapp, my hero.
No one's allowed to see
me, the hero? Why, lady, I'm so frightened in this bleak, blood-soaked, greed-ravaged loony bin we call the world. I feel just like a cowering mongrel dog scuttling through a parade of hobnailed boots.
Insecurity. You need someone to take care of you.
Do I?
To be loved.
Oh, yeah.
And to love.
I don't think so, dear.
Why, darling?
I'm fed up wearing all the bandages.
The one I'll care for through the rough.
But Eric, my dear old Dutchman, you can have a wonderful job here with me. Bundles of lovely dosh, a furnished flat with all mud guns. And I will turn a deaf eye if you wish to enjoy the old English custom of sinning in liver with your girlfriend.
I haven't got a girlfriend, Asi.
I'm sure we could make it together, Eric. We could be happy. You don't have to be alone.
We were created to be alone, lady. Anyway, the Dunes were charged with causing the death of Watford's oldest resident, Declan O'Shaughnessy, aged 107 years, who was standing at the font attending the christening of his recently born son, Wayne, when a stray Dune bullet came whizzing through the open door of St. Bart's-on-the-Hill, swift and sure as an Exocet missile, and killed the poor old sod stone dead. Mr. O'Shaughnessy's widow, Cher, aged 23, sold her story at the tabloid press for $250,000 and now lives in Barbados on benefit. Fate is such a funny thing. The Dunes were once more banged up on the Isle of Wight to my eternal redemption. I hoped. Eventually, I returned to my flat in Greenwich and lived for several years with Ginger very contentedly. To while away the time, I used to play Patience for money, just to add spice, conduct the postal business of the Marilyn Monroe fan club, and read philosophy. Those philosophers all seem to have bundles of dough. I came to the conclusion that the rich philosophise and the poor worry. Then, as inevitably happens, to cats and men, and mice come to that, the fingers of time started to squeeze our bones, and the doctor's surgery, animal and human, became as familiar a haunt as the betting shop. I managed to wangle us both a place in the fishmonger's twilight home, overlooking the mud flats at Westcliff-on-Sea. Oh, I often think of Lavenderia.
We could be happy. You don't have to be alone.
She gave up her wild ways when I left Watford and broke off the engagement with Moocher. You know, she once said that she'd never ever really been in love until she met me. She went to a psychiatrist about it, and he prescribed the religious life. She sailed for India and became a nun. A holy harlot, the truest of the true. During the last 12 months, I've been reading, hearing, and seeing a lot in the media concerning the Dunes. I still do worry about Bottles. He too has discovered religion, so he reckons. But I tell you this, I wouldn't care if Bottles Dune had been photographed by Hello magazine making an ascension into heaven. He was, still is, and always will be a murderous, vicious, unrelenting villain. A vengeful serpent. And you know what it says in the Bible about serpents, don't you?
Genesis chapter 3 verse 1. The serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which the Lord God has made.
Anyway, as I sit alone in my room, well, me and old Ginger, polishing my glasses and contemplating life, and as I gaze out across the cold black waters of the Thames estuary, I recollect the words of Philip Marlowe, the hard-boiled detective of centuries gone by, who said, "All places shall be hell that are not heaven." And when I think of hell, I fancy, just fancy, that once more I can hear Dune's stick tap, tap, tapping up the back stairs, coming to get me.
In The Flight of Eric Strapp by Ronnie Smith, Eric was played by George Cole. Bottles Dune, Stratford Johns. Bosher Dune, Ewan Thomas. Lavenderia Frampton, Rachel Atkins. Doris Plank, Tracy Ann Oberman. Asi Patel, David Bannerman. Moocher Maguire, Anthony Ofebu. Widow Brown, Carolyn Jones. Albert Frampton, Hugh Dixon. Winifred Frampton, Jenny Lee. Slippery Eels, Brian Parr. Shirl, Sarah Rice. Detective Inspector Crodge, David Brooks. Superintendent Beak, John Rowe. Prison Officer Shagdown, Alistair Danson. Other parts were played by members of the cast. The play was directed by Enid Williams.